Hello, it's Jim Hutchins for the Jerusalem Connection Spot Report for this week. Well, dry bones did it again. And of course, I'm speaking of the dry bones cartoons that come out of Israel very regularly. And the cartoonist over the years, since 1973 when he started this, has spoken to the political issues, military issues, social issues, government issues, theological issues, and he's always done it with a smile. Listen to his most recent one. Is Mr. Schuldig and his dog Doobie. Mr. Schuldig says, "Here it comes." And Doobie's got a question mark over his head. Mr. Schuldig said, it's all headed our way. Doobie says, "You mean?" "Yep," says Mr. Schuldig, "we're about to get hit with 2014. What's he saying? 2014 is going to be same-o, same-o. Nothing's going to change. Second verse, same as the first. Third, fourth, fifth verse, same as the first. Nothing's going to change. Matter of fact, it's going to get increasingly worse. I was very surprised. I guess I wasn't shocked, but I was surprised to see over the weekend that Israel is making plans to have almost a mass aliyah of French Jews out of France because of how bad it's getting there. The anti-Semitism is rising. And that's the way it is throughout Europe. Israel has the military, certainly. It has the finest military in the Middle East. And it can defend itself, certainly, indefinitely. But I wonder if there's a time coming, and even along this time as it progresses, when people are beginning to say, when is God going to intervene? When's this vicious cycle going to stop? Will God intervene? When will he? Can we know? Yes, we can know. Moses tells us. Moses tells us in chapter 32 of Deuteronomy. He says in verse 36, Yahweh will vindicate his people. He will have compassion on his servants. Now, when will he do that? When he sees their strength is gone. No one is left, slave or free. When he sees their strength, their power is gone. They're not there. They're a long ways from being there. But the time is coming when they will be faced with a similar situation as when they faced annihilation at the Red Sea. The Egyptians will devour them, destroy them, if God doesn't intervene, and God will intervene. He will part the Red Sea. Listen to what he says in verse 41, Deuteronomy 32. I will take vengeance on my adversaries. I will repay those who hate me, and make no mistake about it. Those who hate Jews and hate Israel, whether it's anti-Zionism or anti-Israelism or just blatant anti-Semitism, those who hate the Jews hate God. And that's the way God sees it. That's the way he looks at this. I will repay those who hate me. I will make my arrows drunk with blood, while my sword devours flesh. The blood of the slain and the captives, the heads of the enemy leaders. And then rejoice, O nations, rejoice, Gentiles, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants. He will take vengeance on the enemies, his enemies, and he will make atonement for his land. His land. Whose land is Israel? It's God's land. His land and his people. So where is 2014 in this scenario? It's the next step. It's the next step. Ultimately, the final word that God gives us about this is in Ezekiel 36. It's good news. Good news. says, then I will sprinkle clean water on you, and you will be clean. Speaking of Israel, the Jews. I will cleanse you from all your impurities and from all your idols. I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from your heart, from you, your heart of stone, and I will give you a heart of flesh. I will put my spirit in you and move you to follow my decrees and be careful to keep my laws. You will live in the land. You will live in the land that I gave your forefathers. You will be my people. I will be your God. I will save you from all your uncleanness. That's what's coming. That's beyond 2014. 2014 is just a step in that direction. You know, God says this in Ezekiel chapter 30, verse 18. It says, Yahweh waits. He waits to be gracious to you. And therefore he will exalt himself when he shows mercy to you. He will exalt himself when he shows mercy to you. He waits to do that. Yahweh's a God of justice. He'll do what's right. Blessed are all those who wait for him. We are those who wait for him. And the Jews and the Israelis, whether they know it or not, that's what they're waiting for. 2014 is just a step in that direction. Bad news, but good news ends it all. Hallelujah. So next week, Od Ki Yavo Shiloh, or until Messiah comes, Yivarecha Yahweh, God bless you and give you a great, blessed 2014.